What is up, everyone? It is Trent here with Visual Torch, where cybersecurity meets clarity. And today we'll be going over day 9 of TryHackMe's Advent of Cyber. If you've been following along with us all month, TryHackMe is having their annual 24-day challenge, where each day they unlock a room, and by completing a room, you'll be able to be entered in for a ticket that will get you into prize drawings that total over $150,000. Now, these rooms are beginner friendly and they cover all different topics of cybersecurity, from offense to defense to phishing attacks to cloud security and much more. So if you are interested in cybersecurity or just trying to learn a few things, go ahead and jump on in and tackle these challenges with us. So that said, we'll get started on day number 9. Okay, so today's box is about password cracking and passwords, a cracking Christmas. So if you're following along so far, we did days 1 through 8 already, and this is the story for day 9. With the time between Easter and Christmas being destabilized, the once quiet systems of the best festival companies began to show traces of encrypted data buried deep within its servers. Sir Carrotbrain stumbled upon a series of locked PDF and zip files labeled North Pole Asset List. Rumors spread that contained fragments of Santa's mystery gift registry, critical information that could help Malheur control the festive balance between both worlds. Sir Carrotbrain tries to crack the encryption, learning how weak passwords can expose even the most guarded secrets. Can the elves adapt fast enough and prevent their secrets from being discovered? So in this, we'll be learning how password-based encryptions protect files such as PDFs and archives. We'll be learning what weak passwords do and make files vulnerable. So you hear a lot of us talking about you need strong passwords, you need strong passwords. Well, this is going to be a great example of what can happen when you have a weak password or password that could be widely known. So we'll have a hands-on exercise where we'll be cracking the password of an encrypted file, both a zip and a PDF. And this is to stress, like I said, the importance of using complex passwords that are strong. I'd like to tell people use passphrases. Think of something that you would only know. It could be your favorite song. It could be a lyric, something not too famous, but you'll be good to go. So different file types. So you want to remember that different file formats use different algorithms and key derivation methods. So for example, PDF encryption and zip encryption differ in details, how the keys derive, salt is used, the number of hash iterations. So that will depend on how easy or how hard it is to actually hack or crack a password. So I already started the box so we can get going. If we wanted to just SSH into this box from my machine, I can do that here. We'll just check it and say that we're get off to the races. So, how attackers recover weak passwords. They don't usually try to break encryption. Encryption is a hard and a very difficult thing that we can't do, and we can't do it fast enough. When you're actually when you get a pair of passwords that may be encrypted or you're trying to break into something, time is of the essence, especially if you're on an engagement being a pen tester or if you are doing nefarious things. It's very time sensitive. So actually trying to break encryption like AES 256, that's just going to take way too much time. You don't have the resources or the capabilities to do that. So what they actually try and do is they try and look for common passwords and weak passwords that are used so they can get into systems. So one of the things they like to do is called a dictionary attack, where they'll have a word list that's predefined of potential passwords, and it's known as a word list. So they have things like password 123, admin 123, and these are predictable combinations. And they're able to use this word list to attempt to log into things or attempt to break the password. And if your password is on that list, then you will go ahead and see it being broken. Then they have mask attacks, where brute force and mask attacks go a step further. So with brute force, they try to systematically do every possible combination of characters until it finds the right one. While that can eventually happen, it's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of time. And with length and complexity, that's what kind of throws everything off. So you go from a matter of seconds to a matter of years or tens of years. So you can look up, you can like search how long it will take to crack a complex password, and around like 14 characters or so, and it'll be a crazy number of times. So with mask attack, they aim to reduce the time ability by limiting the guesses to a specific format. They'll try all combinations of lowercase letters followed by 2 digits, things like that. So when you are getting into pen testing, you may use something like Kali or Ubuntu or Linux. And with Kali, it's a predefined system that is for penetration testing. So you'll see they already have common word lists like Rocky.txt and common passwords.txt. There's all different kinds of ones out there, but you can compile these lists and use it in your password cracking. So if one word in the word list fails, it'll keep moving on to the next one. And you can sometimes even give it multiple word lists to run through. If that task fails, they may try to mask or incremental attacks on short passwords, which we can see here, the 3 lowercase letters plus the 2 digits. So you can also, if you are looking at any type of password cracking going on in your system, you can take a look at the resource use. So when password cracking is being done, it's very CPU and GPU intensive. So if you are a defender trying to find these anomalies in your system, you can probably see some machine that's have high utilage of their GPU or CPU. So they want us to start out by using these 2 files to crack everything. Well, to try and crack these 2 files. So we'll go over to the terminal. And since we are on the desktop, let's CD into the desktop because we're not there yet. And then we will just do file on flag.txt. Oh, flag.pdf, I'm sorry. That just tells you it is a flag file, it's a PDF file. And if we do it on zip, obviously it's a zip file. So we can actually use a few tools. We could use PDF crack. We can use John with PDF to John. We could use fcrack zip for zip files. So right here, we'll actually be utilizing this command right here with word list for rocku.txt. But before we do that, I'll actually show you what it looks like. User share word list rocku.txt. So this is some of the passwords in here: Friend, Jesus1, Celtic, Scooby, Master. So these are the type of things that it'll try and actually see if that password exists when it tries to crack it. So they want us to start with the PDF file. So we can use PDF crack, and we give it the W flag for the, oh, hold on, there is, oh, getting ahead of myself. Attack F, because this is the file we're going to use, flag.pdf, attack W, and we have to put in the path, share, word list, Rocky. Go ahead and run that. We now cracked it and it says the password is naughty list. So if I actually go back to my desktop, open up this PDF, paste it in there, we now have this flag right here. So we can copy it, and we should have a space down here for flags. So this one is done. We also have to find the flag that's in the encrypted zip file, and then we'll actually have side quest 2 that we can try and get access to. I'll try and attempt that at the end. Just want to let you know, once the side quest does start, we can't actually show those. They do have rules. So once there's a whole hub for that, and that is a more difficult challenge, and that's for not for streaming or for any use until after December 31st. They'll let you release guides and everything to it. So we have that one. And then now we're going to move on to this zip file. That's that one. Okay. So before we could actually crack the zip file, we need to create a hash that John, the Ripper, will be able to use. This one's already open. Okay. So if we do the same thing, well, first we got to turn to a hash. So if we zip to John flag.zip, we'll just call this zip hash.txt. We can actually cap that. We can see the hash that is in there. And then if we run John on the word list, I'm just putting a space so I can auto tab really quickly. Word list, we'll use RockU again, and we will do it to file flag zip. If I go back to the beginning, I just have to passwords were loaded. John word list equals user share. I probably have to use. I'd use attack F for the file. Oh, hash zip. Give it the wrong one. Oh, zip hash. Zip hash. And now that will go ahead and crack. And we know that this is now called Winter Forever. So if I go here, open this, I can now try to extract this. We'll just extract it here. And let's see. Make sure I copied it correctly. Might be spaces in there. Extract here. There we go. And now if I open it, here's the other flag. Now if I scroll down here, I can enter this flag. And that is good. Okay. So now we actually have to do the side quest. So it says, have a look around the VM to get access to the key for side quest 2. Let's just start digging. Let's do, we know everything that's on here if we LSLA. Let's just try to find tag name, the name key. Let's do it in this directory. So nothing here. see what's running on this box. Let's try next. Let's try a SS Tech TLNUP is listening on 4096. DNS is running. It's listening on port 80. So I should try a history command. See if there's anything on this box that is worth looking for. And that is everything we have. So let's go here to Firefox. Maybe we have a web browser or something. So if you just tuned in, we finished the first two flags and we're working on the side quest hub. So it's not pulling up. Google.com. Google.com. Nothing there. Start page, wiki, YouTube, GitHub. Let's see. That GitHub KeyPass to John. You know what? Let's actually take a look at what this is. It's not going to go there, so let's try up here. So KeyPass to John. Convert your KeyPass databases to KDBX to John the Ripper. So we have been using John the Ripper this whole time. So this may be a clue that we have to use John. So I can't get there. Let me see if I can download this tool. Oh, I'll close that. Let's see. Oh, let me just go to where I was already at. Let's sudo git clone. You can just pull it. Yeah, that does not look like it is going. All right, so KeyPass seems to be something that we need. Let's see how to run KeyPass on Linux terminal. So it looks like KeyPass XC, so that would be what we'll run. Let's see if it's already installed. So oh, it looks like we have KeyPass XC. Okay, so we need to find a password. The password is in this folder right here. So we know we have we know where the file location of the database is, but we also need to run that. So let's see, maybe it is on the system somewhere. Let me open a new tab. Let me find name. That was KeyPass to John. KeyPass to John. Oh, it's already in this John folder. So if we ls la John run, we should see it right here. Okay, so it's there. It's an executable because it's green. Let's see what the syntax is telling us we need. So it says we will need our database, we'll need to output it, and then we can generate the file. Okay. So let's try doing this. Let's do John run key pass to John. And we will do our it was in the should be in the home directory actually. That is home. Password. Let's put it to key pass hash .txt. Right. It is here. So let's cat key pass hash. So we have a hash there. So now let's run John the Ripper on that. So we'll John tac w equals word list. This equals word list, right? Actually, let's go back here. Tac word list. There we go. Word list, and we will do this on our key pass hash.txt. Let's run this. Let's see if the password exists there. Maybe there's another word list we can use. Let's see where we're at. So depending on the actual password and how it's salted, like we said, it could take a little bit more time for you to actually crack this. But this is a great example of what can happen whenever you have your passwords, your credentials exposed in leaks and things like that. They will put them in their own type of word list and then try and use a spray attack to try and log in. So that's why we keep telling people, have complex passwords, do things like that. So that way it's harder for them to actually try and crack it if they can get a hold of it. So actually it just finished and it looks like the password is Harry Potter for the database. So if we go back over here, type in Harry Potter, hit unlock. We now have the key. So key is here. Let's double click on here. Select the edit the entry. Advanced. Okay, here's the attributes. And if we hit open, this right here, tit for tat, that is the actual key that you're going to get to start side quest 2. So that is actually it for this box. If you did have a if you did have a good time watching this, go ahead and give us a follow, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date. I will be posting videos every day, going live, just trying to walk through these for you. And then if we come across these side quests, I will go ahead and find the actual initial flag. But like we said, the rest of it you will have to do on your own. You just click on this actual side quest hub and you'll be able to start the box from there. So you'll be good to go. And do want to thank you all. Have a great day and just have a great rest of your Advent for Cyber Month.